Greetings, 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 everybody. Great morning, almost afternoon. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you. I love that energy. On behalf of the Rockford Housing Authority Board of Commissioners, Chief Executive Officer Laura Snyder, our leadership team, and our dedicated staff, it is my pleasure to welcome you to this very special occasion as we celebrate 75 years of service to the Rockford community. Thank you for joining us, whether you're here with us today or watching our live stream from one of our communities, online or elsewhere. Your presence makes this milestone even more meaningful. Today, we celebrate more than an anniversary. We celebrate 75 years of people, partnerships, progress, and purpose. Since our founding in 1951, the Rockford Housing Authority has remained committed to providing quality, affordable housing while creating opportunities that empower individuals, strengthen families, and build stronger neighborhoods throughout our community. Over the next hour, we'll reflect on our history, recognize those who have helped shape our journey, and celebrate the residents and partners who continue to inspire us, and look ahead to the exciting future that lies before us. Before we begin, I would like to recognize and thank our Board of Commissioners, elected officials, community partners, former leaders, residents, staff, and all of our honored guests for joining us as we commemorate this historic milestone. Thank you for being a part of our story. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce a leader whose dedication, experience, and steady leadership have helped shape the Rockford Housing Authority for many years. As Chief Operating Officer, Odessa Walker oversees the authority's daily operations and plays an instrumental role in advancing our mission of providing quality, affordable housing and exceptional service to the residents and the communities we serve. Her commitment to operational excellence, collaboration, and resident-focused leadership has strengthened our organization and helped position RHA for continued success. Today, Odessa will help us begin this historic celebration by introducing our very own Chief Executive Officer and reflecting on the leadership that continues to guide the Rockford Housing Authority into its next chapter. Everyone, please join me in welcoming our Chief Operating Officer, Mrs. Odessa Walker. Give it up.
Thank you, Mr. Taylor, for that introduction. Hey, we turned 75 years old. Come on, give it up. We're not limping in. We don't have canes. We are 75 and we are alive, okay? Good morning, everyone. It is my distinct honor and privilege to introduce a leader whose vision, integrity, and unwavering commitment have helped shape and continue the success of the Rockford Housing Authority. As the Housing Authority's 13th Chief Executive Officer, Ms. Laura Snyder leads one of the Northern Illinois' largest public housing agencies with a steadfast commitment to innovation, operational excellence, and resident success. Her leadership is grounded in collaboration, accountability, and the belief that quality, affordable housing is more than a place to live. It is the foundation upon which stronger families, stronger neighborhoods, and stronger communities are built. Throughout her tenure, Ms. Snyder has guided the Housing Authority through significant organizational changes as well as growth by advancing transformative redevelopment initiatives, strengthening strategic partnerships, expanding resident-centered programs, and embracing innovative technologies that enhance both operations and customer service. Her focus on continuous improvement and responsible stewardship has positioned RHA to meet today's challenges while preparing us for opportunities tomorrow. As we celebrate the Rockford Housing Authority 75 years of service to this community, Ms. Snyder continues to honor the agency's proud legacy while leading us into an exciting new chapter, one that is defined by progress, collaboration, and unwavering commitment to the residents and the communities we are so privileged to serve. Now, before I ask you to welcome her, let me share a fun fact that many people may not know. I got the tea. I got the tea. So her journey is truly a testament to hard work, perseverance, and servant leadership. She didn't begin her career in the executive suite. She earned every opportunity through dedication and determination. She started, I want y'all to count this. She started as a security analyst, and after being laid off, she returned to the Housing Authority as the maintenance dispatcher. She later, once again, served as the security analyst. Is somebody counting? Then she decided she wanted to be more hands-on with helping and lesser of the compliance, so she took a pay cut to become an assistant property manager. Then shortly after that, she progressed to a property manager. Now hold on, because this is where it gets good. She was promoted to the director of housing operations. Then she became the chief operating officer for 9 days. From there, she stepped into the role of the interim chief executive officer. Then she returned back to becoming the chief operating officer for another 89 days, before once again serving as the interim CEO. And today, after nearly 3 decades of faithful service, proven leadership, and an unwavering commitment to the missions of this agency, now she's been here for about 28 years. For the past 8 years, she has served as the 13th and our present Chief Executive Operating Officer of the Rockford Housing Authority. Come on. So that journey reminds us that leadership isn't simply about the title you hold. It's about the character that you demonstrate and lives you impact and willingness to faithfully serve whatever you are called. Now, I know she's kind of nervous. And so if I had a song to sing today if I had a song to play so she can come up and get kind of loosened up, it would be I'm unstoppable. I'm a Porsche with no brakes. I'm invincible. Yeah, I win every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need no batteries to play. I'm so confident. Yes, I'm unstoppable today. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise on your feet if you can, if you're able, and help me give a well-deserving Rockford Housing Authority welcome to our incomparable CEO, Miss Laura Snyder.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I think everybody needs a cheerleader like that, right? If I get up here and make a fool of myself, it's on her. I blame her. I blame her. But I will say this, and I think that for those of you who don't know me and who have not experienced my public speaking, when you give me a podium and a microphone, and then you tell me you want me to talk about my great staff and the great work that we do, all I can say is sit back, get comfortable, and I will do my best. Whoop, see? I'll do my best to have you out of here by Thursday, 1 o'clock, by 1 o'clock, I promise. However, I am going to stick to my notes, because when I start talking about the work that we do, when I start talking about the people that we serve and the great staff that we have, I get long-winded, I get emotional. So if I do, excuse me, it might happen. Okay, just look the other way for a second and I'll get over it, okay? But here we go. First of all, 75 years. Woo! 75 years and countless lives, right? Because that's what it's about. So to our Board of Commissioners, our elected officials, community partners, residents, former employees, current staff, honored guests, and everyone joining us through Livestream, welcome and thank you for being here today. And I know Odessa went through a little bit of my journey with you, and yes, it has been 28 years, and sometimes it feels like 75, like I've every minute of it, but you know what? Luckily, those days are far outweighed by the ones that remind me of what we do and why we do it and why it is so meaningful. It is truly an honor to stand before you today as we celebrate this incredible milestone. Today isn't simply about recognizing the passage of time, it's about celebrating the people who made these 75 years possible. It's about honoring the generations of residents, employees, leaders, commissioners, community partners whose vision, dedication, and compassion have shaped this organization since 1951. For 75 years, the Rockford Housing Authority has been about far more than providing housing. We have been in the business of creating opportunity, fostering stability, strengthening neighborhoods, and offering hope to families throughout our community. As we gather today, we celebrate where we've been, recognize the work happening today, and look ahead with excitement and confidence toward everything that is still to come. Before we continue our journey through the last 75 years, I'd like to take a moment to recognize a very special group of individuals, our Board of Commissioners. Many people only see them once a month, seated around a board table, making motions and voting on resolutions. What they don't see are the phone calls, the emails, the thoughtful conversations, and the genuine concern that happens long before any meeting ever begins. These individuals volunteer their time because they believe in this agency. They believe in our residents, and they believe that everyone deserves the opportunity to have a safe place to call home. Chairman Jeff D. Benedetto has provided a steady hand and thoughtful leadership, always challenging us to think strategically while keeping our mission at the center of every decision. Vice Chair Anisha Grimmett brings compassion, insight, and an unwavering commitment to ensuring that every voice is heard around the table. Commissioner Jaime Sanchez offers a perspective rooted in the service of our community, asking the questions that help us make better decisions for the families we serve. Commissioner Simone Cameron reminds us that leadership is about listening just as much as it is about leading. She consistently brings both thoughtfulness and heart to every decision. And Commissioner Kiana Coleman represents the next generation of leadership, bringing fresh ideas, enthusiasm, and passion for strengthening our community. So to each of you, thank you. Thank you for the countless hours you invest, the difficult decisions that you make, and for believing in the work we do every single day. The Rockford Housing Authority is stronger because of you, because of your leadership and your thoughtfulness and your insight, and we appreciate everything that you do for us. So if the commissioners that are with us today could rise so that we could all give you the recognition that you deserve. Yeah. Commissioner Coleman, Commissioner Grimmett, Commissioner Sanchez, and Commissioner Cameron. Thank you all. Reaching 75 years is only possible because of the people who came before us. Today, we honor the former commissioners, executive directors, employees, retirees, and public servants whose dedication built the foundation upon which we stand. We remember leaders like Al Brewington, who began his career in maintenance, and through hard work, integrity, and an unwavering commitment to this organization, rose to become its second in command. His impact on this agency and the residents he served was so profound that one of the most recognizable communities proudly bore his name until it was removed in 2022. His story reminds us that the leadership isn't defined by where you begin, it's defined by how you serve. We remember executive leaders like Steve Anderson, who helped guide this agency through periods of growth and change, demonstrating that steady leadership and sound decision-making create stability not only for an organization, but for the families who depend on it. We recognize commissioners like Rick Cervantes and Karen Hoffman, who gave generously of their name, of their time, their talents to strengthen this agency's governance, to ensure that every decision reflected the responsibility to the people we serve. Karen's continued service to the city of Rockford is a testament to a lifelong commitment to public service. But the truth is, legacy is not built by a handful of names. It's built by hundreds of people, many whose names may never appear on a plaque or in a history book. Some were visionary leaders, others were quiet mentors who took a new employee under their wing, shared their knowledge, and taught them not just how to do the job, excuse me, but why the work mattered. Their influence lives on every day through the people they encouraged, the values they instilled, and the culture they helped create. As someone who has spent 28 years at this agency, I can tell firsthand that their fingerprints are still here throughout this agency. Their lessons continue to shape our decisions, their standards continue to guide our work, and their commitment continues to inspire those of us who have the privilege of carrying on this mission. Would you please join me in recognizing all of those who devoted their time, their talents, and in many cases, their careers to making the Rockford Housing Authority what it is today. As proud as I am of our history, I am equally proud of the team leading this organization today. They say every organization is only as strong as its people, and I can tell you without hesitation that I have the privilege of working alongside some of the very best. Take Chuck Doyle, for example. Chuck has dedicated more than 40 years to the Rockford Housing Authority, and I think he's held just about every position along the way. If something breaks, needs to be built, repaired, or simply figured out, chances are Chuck has already seen it, solved it, and probably has a story to go along with it. His knowledge isn't written in a manual, it's woven into the very fabric of this organization. Then there's Sherry Glover, who joined us just over a month ago as my executive assistant. First, girl, what were you thinking? Second, too late, can't back out now. But in all seriousness, stepping into a new organization, especially one with the pace and complexity of the Rockford Housing Authority, takes courage. Sherry has embraced the challenge with grace, professionalism, and an enthusiasm that has already made her an invaluable member of our team. Behind every decision we make is an incredible finance team led by Jana Janes and Leanna Clark. Every day they navigate an ever-changing financial landscape, balancing regulations, funding requirements, and the responsibility that comes with being good stewards of public resources. While many only see numbers on a spreadsheet, Jana and Leanna see opportunities to strengthen our agency and ensure that every dollar is used to improve the lives of those we serve. And while I've only mentioned a few names, they represent an entire leadership team whose commitment extends far beyond their individual responsibilities. Together, they work every day to ensure that we don't simply provide exceptional housing and services, we build a culture where people feel valued, a culture that encourages growth, invests in education, celebrates success, embraces new ideas, and creates a workplace where every employee knows that they belong. Because at the end of the day, our greatest asset isn't our buildings, it isn't our funding, and it certainly isn't the paperwork. It is our people, and I could not be more grateful than to lead alongside them. Speaking of people that you count on, right, as we celebrate people with the Rockford Housing Authority, it is equally important that we recognize those outside of our walls who have walked alongside us every step of the way. The truth is, we could never accomplish this mission alone. It takes an entire community working together to create opportunities, remove barriers, and ensure residents have every chance to succeed. And there is no one better to recognize those partnerships than our Chief Operating Officer, Odessa Walker. Long before Odessa became COO, she served as our Director of Human Services. And if there's one thing that I've learned about her over the years, is that she does not believe the words, "that can't be done." If there is a need, Odessa will find a way to meet it. She will make the phone call, she will schedule the meeting, she will knock on the door, and if that doesn't work, she'll find another door. I'm convinced she's turned over just about every rock in Rockford looking for someone willing to partner with us, and somehow she usually finds them. What I admire most is that she never seeks recognition for any of it. She's incredibly humble, but her compassion for our residents and her commitment to this community are a large part of the reason so many of these partnerships exist today. Because of her unwavering belief that every challenge has a solution and every resident deserves an opportunity, countless organizations have become trusted members in our mission. So it is with my pleasure to welcome back someone who has been our greatest champion for collaboration, community engagement, and resident success. Please join me in welcoming back Ms. Odessa Walker as she recognizes the incredible community partners who help make our work possible.
Thank you. So I'm very excited about this part because we could not have made it 75 years without our partners. So we celebrate 75 years of serving the Rockford community. It is only fitting that we pause to recognize those who have walked alongside us throughout this incredible journey. Miss Laura said that I would knock on every door and I would turn over every rock. She forgot to say boulders as well, because I'm turning them over. And I pause here because as I look straight ahead of me, the first time that we had our LDI graduation, guess who I asked to be the speaker? And they sitting right in front of me. Representative. I asked to be the speaker. And not only did he speak for me once, twice, I think maybe 3 times he spoke. And so for that, we're very appreciative. Today is not just about reflecting on our history. It's about honoring the relationships that have made the history possible. At the Rockford Housing Authority, we understand that our mission extends far beyond just providing housing. We are committed to helping individuals, families, our seniors, and children build stable, thriving lives. That kind of impact is never accomplished by one organization alone. It takes collaboration, it takes commitment, and it also takes community. To our value partners, we want to just say thank you so much. Thank you to the United Way, whose dedication to improving lives continues to strengthen our community. Thank you to the YMCA for providing opportunities that empower our youth, our families, residents throughout health, education, and leadership. Thank you to Rockford Public Schools, Rockford Park District, Rock Valley College, Rockford University for investing in education, recreation, and lifelong learning opportunities that open doors for our residents. We extend our sincere appreciation to the City of Rockford and Winnebago County, Region 1 Planning Council, and Illinois Housing Development Authority for your partnership, leadership, and shared commitment to affordable housing and community development. To our healthcare and wellness partners, Rosecrans, OSF Healthcare, UW Health, NAMNI, Northern Illinois, Crusader Clinic, and the Winnebago County Health Department, and others, thank you for caring not only for the physical health of our residents, but also for their mental and emotional well-being. We are grateful to organizations like Goodwill, the Workforce Connections, Comprehensive Community Solutions, Rockford Promise, and the Northern Illinois Food Bank, whose programs create pathways to employment, education, food security, and self-sufficiency. We appreciate organizations such as the Boys and Girls Club, Life Community Center, Rockford Mission, Northwest Community Center, the Carpenter's Place, MELD, Remedies, Community Action, and the Rockford Peace Center for providing much-needed services for families in this community. We also want to extend our heart appreciation to our public safety partners, the Rockford Police Department and the Rockford Fire Department. Come on, she made it in time. I love it. You planned it. Thank you for your unwavering commitment to protecting the lives, home, and well-being of our residents, whether responding in moment of crisis, partnering with us on safety initiatives, conducting fire prevention education, or simply being an assuring presence throughout our communities. Your dedication helps make the neighborhood we serve safer and stronger every day. We are deeply grateful for your service, professionalism, and partnership to every non-for-profit organization, business, elected officials. We have elected officials in here today, volunteers, our faith-based community, and community advocate who may not have a logo displayed on anything, but has stood beside the Rockford Housing Authority over the years. You are essential, a part of our story, and we thank you. Your partnership has transformed lives. Together, we have helped families find stability, children discover opportunities, seniors live with dignity, and neighborhoods grow stronger. Every success story represents countless hours of collaboration, passion, and dedication. Every family that has found hope, every child that has discovered new opportunities, and every resident who has achieved greater independence is a testament to what can happen when organizations unite around a common purpose. As we celebrate this milestone anniversary, we also look towards the future with excitement. The next 75 years will bring new opportunities, new challenges, but also new possibilities. We are confident that with partners like you by our side, we will continue building stronger neighborhoods, stronger families, and a stronger Rockford. So on behalf of our Board of Commissioners, our CEO, Laura Snyder, our dedicated staff, and thousands of residents that we have had the privilege to serve over the past 75 years, please accept our deepest gratitude. Thank you for believing in our mission. Thank you for investing in our community. Thank you for answering the call whenever there has been a need. And thank you for helping make the Rockford Housing Authority not just a housing provider, but a catalyst for hope, opportunity, and lasting change. As we honor our past, celebrate our present, and look forward to our future, we know one thing is for certain. Our greatest accomplishments has never been achieved alone. They have been achieved together with partners like you. So congratulations to each of you. Thank you for your unwavering partnership, and thank you for being an indispensable part of the Rockford Housing Authority family. May God bless you, and may God continue the partnerships that have strengthened our community for the past 75 years and continue to do so for generations to come. If I could, I'll hug all of you all. So hug yourselves. Thank you so much. Thank you. And now I'm going to give it back over to our CEO, and she's going to take us home.
Thank you, Odessa, and to every organization that Odessa mentioned today, and to those that weren't mentioned or aren't up there. Again, our undying gratitude for you and to not only you, those in the room, but all of your staff, because I know all of you have a fantastic staff behind you, so thank you for your partnership. So now we'll move into looking at a little bit of then and now. As we continue today's celebration, I'd like to invite you to spend the next few minutes stepping into the story of the Rockford Housing Authority. Within the commemorative booklet that you were provided, you'll find a journey through 75 years of our history, a reflection on where we've been, the milestones we've achieved, and the people who have made this organization what it is today. Every organization has a milestone. Every organization has accomplishments, but what truly defines an organization is the moments in between, the quiet victories that never make the newspaper, the challenges that tested our resolve, the people who showed up every day determined to leave this community a little stronger than they found it. As you turn the pages, you'll see how a vision that began 75 years ago has continued to evolve through changing times, changing communities, and changing generations. You'll see where we've been, you'll recognize how far we've come, and I hope you'll begin to imagine just how much farther we can go. This is more than the history of an organization. It is the story of a community that has continued to grow, adapt, and believe that everyone deserves a place to belong. Please enjoy this journey through 75 years of the Rockford Housing Authority. As we begin looking back over the past 75 years, and you're looking through your booklets, you'll see, I'm sorry, behind every year is a story. a family that found a place to call home, a child who grew up believing that tomorrow could be a better today, an employee who dedicated a career to serving others, a community partner who stepped forward when help was needed most. Our history isn't measured by buildings, budgets, or board meetings. It's measured by the lives we've touched, opportunities created, obstacles overcome, and the relationships that have strengthened this community for 3/4 of a century. There were seasons of tremendous growth, seasons of difficult challenges, and moments that required us to reinvent ourselves. Yet through every decade, one thing has never changed: our belief that every person deserves not only a place to live, but an opportunity to thrive. As you watch this timeline unfold, I hope you'll see more than the history of an organization. I hope you'll see that the story of a community and the people who made 75 years of service possible. As you see each of our communities represented today, I hope you'll look beyond the brick and mortar. Each property has its own character, its own history, and its own place within the story of the Rockford Housing Authority. Different neighborhoods, different generations, different stories. Some have witnessed tremendous change. Others have stood as constant in an ever-changing community. Yet each one has played a vital role in shaping not only our agency, but the lives of the families who call them home. Within these communities, children have taken their first steps. Students have celebrated graduations. Families have gathered around dinner tables. Neighbors have become lifelong friends. And countless individuals have found the stability they needed to build a brighter future. Although every community is unique, they all share the same purpose: not simply to provide affordable housing, but to provide safety, opportunity, and hope. A place where families can build a future, neighbors can become friends, and dreams can take root. Because these communities represent far more than buildings. They represent resilience, they represent opportunity, they represent belonging, and above all, they represent home. As we've reflected on the history of the Rockford Housing Authority, you've heard about the buildings we've constructed, the communities we've developed, the partnerships that we've built, and the people who have dedicated their lives to this organization. But the buildings tell only part of our story. Our residents tell the rest. Every success story reminds us why this work matters, because housing provides stability. Stability creates opportunity, and opportunity changes lives. That has been true for 75 years, and it continues to inspire everything that we do today. One of these stories belongs to Sam Clark, a resident of North Main Manor. Like many of us, Sam experienced a season where life didn't go according to plan. Instead of allowing that chapter to define him, he chose to embrace a new beginning. He enrolled in our Leadership Development Institute, worked alongside our Human Services team, and committed himself to building a different future. Today, Sam is employed in information technology with one of Rockford's largest employers. In fact, he couldn't be with us today because he's at work. And I have to tell you, there can't be much more of a reason to miss a celebration like this. So thank you, Sam. Sam's story reminds us that success is measured by where someone starts. It's measured by the courage to take the next step when an opportunity is placed before them. And there's perhaps no better example of that than an incredible woman you're about to meet. And actually, you are enjoying her food today. Miss Taikisha Ellis came to us many years ago. She's coming. She came to us many years ago, was a proud resident of the Fairgrounds Valley housing development. Again, she has gone through, I think, just about every program we have for Miss Taikisha, and is now the proud owner, CEO, entrepreneur of Works of Faith, which you are enjoying today. So please help me welcome Ms. Taikisha Ellis.
Good afternoon to everyone. Thanks for having me today. It's such an honor. I'm not going to get emotional. I'm so thankful for Rockford Housing Authority. This is not just a celebration for you all, but it's a celebration for me as well. About 10 years ago, I've been in my house now. 10 years now, I'm a homeowner. And when I was in Fairgrounds, I was into the resident council. I was doing things with different people, and I took a liking for the children in the community. And to me, Fairgrounds was not public housing. It was my house. You know, I treated it like my home. I dressed it up like my home. I treated the residents like my home. I respected the residents. They respected me. But one thing that stood out with Rockford Housing, I was having a talk with Laura and Odessa and them, and I was telling them how it was so unique how housing really poured into us with the different programs that they offered, you know, with making sure that the apartments was kept clean. I never seen the mice or rodent or anything the 6 years I've been out there. But I got into the program, the self-sufficiency program with a lease, and I worked the program, and I'm like, what could I do with this program? So it helped me to manage money, build credit, and just become responsible. Because the thing about public housing is you need them tools to teach you how to live without assistance. And it helped me to live without assistance. And so with that being said, I worked the program, and I think Ron Kluwer was stretching me like, hey, you have to do this, you have to do this. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I want my check at the end. I want my check, I work hard. He's like, your credit score have to be, I'm like, check my credit score. So I was doing the things that I need to do to move in, to move up, and move out. So as I worked on my credit score, I started looking at the Habitat for Humanity program. And I said, you know, I think I want to become a homeowner. So I graduated from the self-sufficiency program, and because I was a working resident, I received more than 50% of my rent back when I moved out. I got cut a nice check, and I was excited. I left my home in great shape, so I got my security deposit back too when I moved. And so I was thankful, but it was bittersweet when I moved. I was wrestling because I was crying because I'm like, I'm gonna miss the community. I'm gonna miss depending on them. I'm like, this is kind of scary, but I have to take the leap of faith to move up. And then I reached back out to the community and told other people about the program. And I'm so thankful and grateful because with the self-sufficiency program, I was able to help fund my business, which is called Works of Faith Catering. And so with that money, I helped to start up my business because, of course, you know you can't have a business while you're living in public housing. And so after I did that, my business started to flourish. As my business started to flourish in Rockford, I was able to get contracts with Rockford Housing Authority, with Habitat for Humanity, United Way, the City of Rockford, and a couple other people around I can't name right now, the WNBA. So I'm very honored. I've been in business now 10 years. It's been a while, you know. And it takes time. It takes time to build a team. It takes hard work and dedication. But one thing I'm gonna leave you guys with today, whatever you do, make sure your heart is in it. Because when your heart is in it, you go get the best each and every time. Thanks.
That's what we love to see, right? We love to see that. We love to see that. And there's another young lady, perhaps no better example, that you're about to meet. Miss Brianna Bailey is the embodiment of why we do what we do. Her story isn't simply one of overcoming obstacles. It's a story of resilience, determination, and the courage to believe that her future and the future of her children could be different. Over the years, we've had the extraordinary privilege of watching Brianna grow into an exceptional woman, a devoted mother, and today a valued member of the Rockford Housing Authority family. Watching her journey has been one of the greatest reminders that when someone is given the opportunity and chooses to embrace it, The impact extends far beyond that one individual. It changes a family, it changes generations, it changes a community, and that's why it works. Today, I hope you'll listen not only to Brianna's story, but to what it represents, because her story is not just her own. It represents the potential that exists within every individual we have the privilege to serve. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to introduce a remarkable woman whose journey continues to inspire all of us. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Brianna Bailey.
Yes, I do. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Ms. Snyder. As she stated, my name is Brianna Bailey, and I am the Ross Service Coordinator here at the Rockford Housing Authority. This is my journey. This is my story. From homelessness to hope. Before I became an employee of Rockford Housing Authority, I was first a resident. When I was selected for one of RHA's scatter sites homes, my 1-year-old son and I were homeless. I had spent years in a domestic violent relationship with my son's father, who was 19 years older than me. I was emotionally exhausted, spiritually broken, and had reached a point in my life where I had begun to lose hope. Although I always believed I had potential, I no longer knew how to reach it. Receiving housing through Rockford Housing Authority became the turning point that changed the entire direction of my life. For the first time in a long time, I had stability. I had a safe place for my son and me to call home. That stability gave me the opportunity to focus on something I had not been able to focus on before, building a better future. After moving into my home, I was introduced to the Jobs Plus program. I enrolled because I wanted to become more financially self-sufficient and begin saving money. During my participation, the program manager saw something in me that I didn't yet see in myself and encouraged me to join the team as a community coach. To qualify for that position, I also needed to complete the Life Force Development Institute, LDI. Looking back, LDI became one of the most influential experiences in my life. The program opened my eyes in ways I never expected. It taught me professionalism, communication, accountability, and the soft skills that every successful person needs. More importantly, it taught me that my past did not have to define my future. No matter what I had experienced or where I had come from, I still had the ability to change, grow, and become the woman I wanted to be. LDI also introduced me to people who had overcome hardships themselves. They believed in me, they encouraged me, and equipped me with the tools I needed to move forward. Sometimes all a person needs is someone to believe in them before they can believe in themselves. After graduating LDI, I was offered a full-time position here at the Rockford Housing Authority as the Jobs Plus Administrative Assistant. That opportunity meant more than simply a job. It showed me that people around me saw gifts, abilities, and leadership qualities in me that I never fully recognized in myself. Because they believed in me, I began believing in myself. I embraced every opportunity to learn, grow, and improve. Along the way, life brought me challenges and setbacks that could have easily discouraged me. I made mistakes, just like anyone else. But one of the greatest lessons I learned at RHA is that growth is possible when people are willing to invest in you instead of giving up on you. I was blessed to have leaders who understood that people are human and that those who genuinely want to change deserve grace, guidance, and sometimes a second chance. Because of that support, I continued growing and eventually was promoted 2 more times. Beyond employment, Rockford Housing Authority has provided me with knowledge and relationships that has changed every area of my life. I've learned how to improve my credit, become financially disciplined, work towards self-sufficiency, and live with integrity. Those lessons have been just as valuable as any promotion because they have prepared me to build a better future not only for myself, but for my son and now my daughter as well. There are two individuals who have made an unforgettable impact on my journey. Miss Odessa Walker continually inspired me to become a better woman from the inside out. Her encouragement challenged me to grow personally, professionally, and spiritually. Mr. Carandis Brown consistently reminded me that I was capable of far more than I believed. He challenged me to step outside of my comfort zone, develop my leadership abilities, and never settle for less than my potential. Thank you. As I reflect on my journey, I realized that Rockford Housing Authority didn't simply provide me with housing, it provided me with hope. What began as a safe place to live became the foundation for rebuilding my life. It became the place where I found confidence, purpose, meaningful relationships, and a career dedicated to helping others. Today, I have the privilege of serving the very organization that first served me. For that, I will always be grateful. My story is proof that when people are given stability, opportunity, encouragement, and someone who believes in them, life truly changes. As Rockford Housing Authority, as we celebrate 75 years of serving this community, I am honored to be one of the many success stories that demonstrates what can happen when housing is combined with opportunity, compassion, and people who truly believe in the potential of others. Thank you.
And I think we can just do a mic drop on that and call it a day, right? You can't beat that. Thank you, Brianna. Okay, so looking ahead, right? As proud as we are of the last 75 years, I can honestly tell you I have never been more excited about what lies ahead. The needs of our community continue to change. Families are changing. Neighborhoods are changing. The affordable housing landscape is changing. And the Rockford Housing Authority will continue to evolve right alongside it. We are committed to being more than a housing authority. We will be a leader in affordable housing throughout the Rockford community. That means pursuing every opportunity, researching every program, competing for every grant, and fighting for every dollar available to improve existing neighborhoods, replace aging communities, and build new places that families are proud to call home. Because every investment we secure is an investment in someone's future. Through our nonprofit organization, Bridge Rockford, we will continue expanding opportunities for individuals and families who may never have imagined those opportunities were within their reach. Together, we will create communities where quality amenities are not considered luxuries, but expectations, where opportunity isn't reserved for a select few, and where every resident has the chance to thrive. That vision is already taking shape. With the redevelopment plans of North Main Manor, we will reimagine what affordable housing can look like. With future development across the Burrington Oaks footprint, we will continue creating neighborhoods designed for generations to come. And within the fairgrounds footprint, we will transform vacant land into spaces that bring people together, creating opportunities for recreation, connection, education, and community. But we will also recognize something we've learned over the last 75 years. We cannot do this alone, and we shouldn't. The strongest communities are built through partnerships. While we may not be able to provide every service ourselves, we will never stop searching for the people and the organizations that can help us meet the needs of our residents. If there is a need, Odessa will find a way, and we will continue finding partners who share our commitment to meeting it. because that's what great communities do. They work together. And as we begin this next chapter, you'll notice something else new. A new look, a new logo. Can I get a drum roll, please? This logo represents a renewed commitment to who we are and where we are going. Our new brand represents far more than a fresh design. It represents strength, resilience, progress, and an unwavering belief that affordable housing should never be defined by limitations, but by possibilities. It reflects an organization that, with the grit to tackle difficult challenges, the determination to pursue meaningful change, and the vision to help shape a stronger Rockford for generations to come. Because the Rockford Housing Authority has never simply been about housing. We are where housing meets hope. We are where there is dignity in every doorway, where partnerships create possibilities, where opportunity is always within reach for those willing to dream, to work, and to believe in a brighter future. And if the first 75 years taught us anything, it's that the very best chapters of our story are still waiting to be written. Before we conclude today's program, I'd like to recognize the heart of the Rockford Housing Authority, our frontline employees, the people our residents know by name, the people who answer the phone, respond to emergencies, complete inspections, process applications, repair broken furnaces in the middle of the winter, calm frustrations, celebrate victories, and show up every single day because they believe in the work that we do. Take Teresa, for example. For some people, she is the very first face they see and the very first voice they hear when they walk through our doors. She welcomes every person with kindness, patience, and professionalism, setting the tone for every interaction that follows. And if you've ever wondered who has the hardest person or who has the hardest job in this building, go meet Teresa. It'll just take you a minute to figure that one out. Then there's Rodney, one of our maintenance trainees, who gives everything he has and every day to the residents of Park Terrace and the low rises. His work isn't just about fixing apartments, it's about making sure families have a safe, comfortable place to call home. Many of our residents may never know everything he does behind the scenes, but they benefit from it every single day. And Courtney, serving our Housing Choice Voucher families, our landlords, and community partners with professionalism and compassion. She understands that every phone call, every question answered, and every problem solved has the potential to change someone's day, and sometimes someone's life. The truth is, I could stand here for the next several hours and still not recognize everyone who deserves to be mentioned. Because I could, I won't. Because each of them plays a vital role in everything that they do every day truly matters. Whether they're maintaining our properties, assisting residents, managing finances, supporting our programs, ensuring compliance, processing paperwork, planning events, or simply offering a smile to someone who needs one, they are making a difference. You are the reason families find hope. You are the reason our residents feel supported. You are the reason this organization has served our community for 75 years. So to every member of the Rockford Housing Authority family, thank you for your compassion. Thank you for your dedication. Thank you for believing in our mission. And thank you for proving every single day that the true strength of this organization has never been found in our buildings. It has always been found in our people. So with that, I would like to take this opportunity to have a toast. Mr. Gallagher and Mr. Presley will not be making any arrests when everybody leaves here today. This is a non-alcoholic beverage. It's juice. It's not twisted juice. It's just juice. Yeah. So here, to the generations who came before us, to the residents who inspire us, to the employees whose dedication strengthens our mission, to the community partners who walk alongside us, and to the future we will continue building together. Here is to 75 years of service and the next 75 years of opportunity, innovation, partnership, and hope. Cheers. Hallelujah. Woo! Woo, 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 woo. I know I'll spill that, so, okay. So as we conclude today's celebration, I do want to leave you with a final thought. For 75 years, the Rockford Housing Authority has been about far more than housing. Again, it's been about people, it's been about creating opportunity, it's been about strengthening communities, and it's been about building hope. That is our legacy, and that is our future. Together, we will continue honoring our legacy while building the future. Thank you for joining us as we celebrate this beautiful milestone today. We appreciate each and every one of you coming out and taking the opportunity to not only to celebrate with us, but to help recognize those that help bring us to where we are today. So as a very special thank you to all of you that were able to come here today, we do have, again, the commemorative books that we hope that you take with you, and we appreciate you. And please stay around, enjoy the fantastic food from Miss Ellis and her team.